Yeah, you might be able to stand on top of it. We'll have to see that, because if you can, that would be so useful.
I'm pretty sure you can. I've stood on top of them before.
Yeah, and in that case, it's just a matter of waiting for one to arrive.
I like this region. It's pretty, but I think it's the laggiest of them. Desert is by far the least.
That would make sense, because there's far less things to be loaded in.
Let's see.
At this point, I'm just following the path from the other sugar cube. And I have noticed people in chat getting very confused when I'm saying, oh yeah, the sugar cube. And they're like, what the hell is a sugar cube? It's the tractor.
I don't know who said that. I'm sure they were trying to start some kind of, like, naming trend in my chat the first day, but I've just been rolling with it. I want to say with a name like Sugar Cube, that's probably, like, the term of endearment for the developers, but it could actually have just been somebody being real clever. Okay, the devs do call it a Sugar Cube. Okay, cool.
Goodbye, at the sugar cube. Now, I'm going to be very interested to see whether this sugar cube can manage the path by itself. That one is going to be an interesting thing to watch. And whether they'll understand, like, these path markers could just be pure nodes for one route, or it could just be, this is a possible node that you can go to. If that's the case, there's going to be a lot of room for confusion between these two sugar cubes taking this route. Because the largest part of the route, they share. I'm really hoping that's not the case, but you never know.
At some point, we just find them crashed into each other.
Yep.
Like, perfectly aligned to just constantly push instead of anything useful. Did we not actually... We never actually got the research for steel smelting, did we?
No, I don't think we did, because I was really struggling to make the necessary components for it, because I was running out of places that I could put a space elevator.
I guess I'll go get working on that. So at this point, I'm ready to start making steel properly. Let's see. I wonder if I can turn off factory animations. 'Cause that would actually be kind of nice.
Let me jump on you. Sugar cube, let me on. There we are. Sugar cube is away. No idea what's in the sugar cube this time. I can open the workbench. Seems reasonably full of coal. Sure. This is actually quite good. Yeah, I'm riding the sugar cube. Hooray! Sugar cubes will self-correct if they get stuck. That is awesome news.
Oh, that's good.
The little road cones I'm leaving behind, chat, is the autopilot route. You can actually turn that off if it's kind of annoying you to see it, but whee, little antenna flailing wildly. Ah, they did just crash. Ah, okay, they crashed pretty hard, and one of them got thrown off. So yeah, self-correcting. Yeah, about that, chat.
Is it stuck?
It's trying to drive while on its side. I have no idea what's happening. So yeah.
Okay, tier 4 steel production. So we need
apparently
rotors and much.
Okay, so based on that, what I can tell I need to do is to always... Oh, come back. Oh, damn it. To make sure that they have a route that is very distinct. So the way I configured the route the first time wasn't particularly distinct. Like, so there wasn't a side for driving back and side for driving toward the, you know, they didn't adhere to any left or right side of the road. I'll bear that in mind in future. I'm not going to redo both of their autopilots for now. Not until it becomes a huge problem. Blue Kiwi, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I just said. I didn't really consider it or whether they would adhere to it. I mean, to be fair, I'm not sure if that would even correct the problem, simply because they don't seem to obey the acceleration that I had on the route. So as a direct result, sometimes they'll be moving much too fast as they try to take a corner. Oh, great. That's not good. Nope. Hardcore parkour. Ouch. Haha. But yeah, so they may well just swing wildly and smack each other anyway. In terms of the spacing of the markers, that's simply that the game drops a... like it records the position that or rather a node, every X many ticks, or I think it's once a second. So the faster that you're driving, the further spaced the markers will be. And so that will affect the AI when it's trying to calculate. But the AI, is, from what I understand, is not considering the route as a whole. It's considering where do I need to be for the next node. And so it will maintain its current acceleration if there's a lot of those nodes in succession, but it's not pre-planning, so it doesn't start slowing down when it should. It's more or less just blind to what's beyond the next point, from what people were saying in chat. But who really knows? It's an early access game. There's a lot of things to learn. But yeah, the next time I do this, I will pay attention to the left and the right side of the roads.
And worst comes to worst, we can always just pipe it in with coal. If the AI is going to be... Or pipe it in with conveyors, there we go. If the AI is going to be funky.
Yeah.
That's...
Goodbye, Sugar Cube number 2. Oh, that's actually a really good point someone just made. Since it doesn't have enough time to fill up the cargo area anyway, I could have just made it so that one Sugar Cube visited both cargo stations.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah, that is a completely sensible suggestion. I'm an idiot. I hope you can forgive me. Okay, well, I'm just going to ride the conveyor up to our manufacturing area. So far, what are we working on next? Oh, we need to make steel production. Okay.
Yeah,
that one actually shouldn't be too hard for us.
Slowly working on that, but I decided I'd take a bit of a detour and get the automation going. Let's see.
The Sugar Cubes don't really roll if they go off a cliff. They seem to have extremely powerful gyros.
Yeah, they just drop.
A Sugar Cube does not so much dive as it belly flops. Really well. But the impact will kill you if you're on it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Your ankles melt the moment that it happens.
Okay, I'm just riding up here to see what we've got being made. Coal and iron ore going that way for steel production. Copper going this way for, well, copper stuff. Stone going this way to make concrete, I imagine. Yep, lots of concrete. I've got enough cable.
Still have enough space for all of this? Wow.
I'm gonna take some of this stuff.
Okay. Yeah, so I've automated rotors and I've automated reinforced iron plates at this point. Though, I say automation with some level of, like, hesitance, if only because it's so slow.
Well, still, as long as we don't have to be the ones telling it to make it all the stuff, then I would say it classifies.
We'll see. We might have to make some more modular frames. The main problem is modular frames require...
That's awesome.
Modular frames require a lot of resources.
Okay. Is that what you're going to be manufacturing over here?
Yeah, it's kind of what I'm working on.
Reinforced iron. Reinforced iron. Nice. Oh, I love the ladders that aren't just superficial. So
Yeah,
nice.
they're nice. You can actually, like, get around and stuff.
Oh, you haven't connected these ones up yet. I'll just connect them.
Oh, yep, sorry. I'm just laying things out. There's a it kind of stacks up anyway. I don't know.
It'll stack up inside the assembly, yeah.
One thing I do miss is the inserters. I like the input ports on all of these, but sometimes I kind of wish I could move like an input and an output port.
Yeah.
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 Sort of. Ugh.
I need to go to the plate storage. Need plates. Plates. Oh, look.
Ugly. Oh, hey, we've got a sky whale just hanging out and making noises at us. There's like a weird sky whale fish thing that went by, and I was just hearing as it was flying by, and I was like, huh. Forgot those things existed.
Get off my lawn! Sky whale's very territorial. Yeah, I still don't see the graph, annoyingly. Oh well.
Okay, so I got a lot of this stuff coming at this point. I think we just need better belts. Maybe, probably. What you outputting? 90 per minute. Okay, a little bit more than better belts.
I would really like to wait for a sugar cube to come along, but I'm starting to worry that maybe they have...
They crashed again?
I will wait. I will wait and see if it arrives, and if so, we'll hop on and then go fix up the second coal area. I may then take the advice that I was given to just have it visit both mines. It was pretty sound advice, actually.
Yay, rotors.
I'm concerned. Gonna wander. Gonna hopefully find that the sugar cube is not dead. If so, much sad. I will laugh if they have crashed. And the crash sent both of them off a cliff or something. I'll laugh and then I'll cry.
You just see one, like, colliding with a lizard doggo, which is unmoving.
I can hear something sounds like a space whale. I cannot see it.
They fly by occasionally. I think they're a lot more common out in the grasslands. Because I was watching them go by all the time. Here, not so much so.
No, they're definitely moving. I can see them moving on my map. So they're in motion. Just what they're doing, I don't know. Because I think they may be dancing. No, there's one. Coming this way. Are the two of them there? No. Bye-bye.
Are they just being slow?
Yeah. They may have both just left at the same time. Yep, here's the second one.
Yeah, that's maybe why they're slow. They probably just got bottlenecked.
I tried. I just got killed.
By
no, I didn't. I just got run over. I run over and flattened. I was trying to get on, but alas, no. Not
so
happening.
it actually kills you now as opposed to pooping you out the world.
No. It ran over me. Didn't kill me. It looked like I was dead because my character was like ragdoll physicsed.
Oh, so you didn't actually get killed?
Yeah, it just flattened me. Flattened me to the ground. This is GTA, yes, absolutely wasted. But no. In this case, not. Just drunk. Lying down.
Okay, so we're up to steel.
Oh, damn it. Seriously, no.
Are you just kind of overseeing the sugar cubes at this point?
I'm trying to kill chargers.
Oh. Oh, right, because you have to walk back.
Yeah. I find though. There is another sugar cube out here that I might go and visit.
Yeah.
It's in a dangerous place.
That's probably one of the sugar cubes I exploded.
Quite possible, actually. It is a floating bacon mushroom. There's also lots of evil plants. I'm gonna try, nevertheless. Nope. Just taking damage just from existing here.
There we go.
Sugar cube, come on. Okay, fine. No, leave me alone, evil insect thing. You're glowy, I don't want to play with you. Go away. No.
People in my chat are
leave me alone.
wondering if we can boost sugar cubes with slug power cells. I don't think so, but that would be
amazing.
That would be really amusing. Just turbo cube. Because yeah, there's currently no fast vehicles in the game.
Someone was saying something about trains in chat, but I'm not sure if they were just wishful thinking or saying that they.
I think there's confirmation that there will be trains, but I don't think there are trains right now. I mean, I could be wrong, but I haven't seen them on the list.
They go faster with gasoline, apparently.
Oh. Oh, right. Fuel, of course.
Kill it. Sugar cube, kill it. There we go. Hold it.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'll admit this game still does that old school Half-Life thing of ladder physics being kind of wonky. So when you get to the top, it like springs you backwards or something.
Yeah. But yeah, trains definitely confirmed for tier 7 tech.
I'd be down with trains instead of the sugar cube business. I wonder. We'll have to. Oh man, I wonder if we could do like. Maybe not train races. Oh. More coal. I wonder if you can like do train jousting or something like that. I don't know. I think once this game's done, I'll have to see if there's a creative mode so we can get a couple of people together as a like, hey, what is the least efficient things that we could do with our well, time, I guess. Or like, what are things that you would normally do in the game, but we can do now that we have this? I remember we were doing Mass Factorio, and I don't think we actually crashed trains into each other, but by the end of it, it was definitely like getting to the point of like, these are things that you would normally never do in Factorio, but seeing as we have so many people and infinite resources, what can we do?
Really enjoy Factorio.
Not exactly in the same vein. Have you ever played OpenTTD? Or no?
Yep. Absolutely adore it. Used to run a little community server for my community. Well,
really?
Yeah.
That's neat.
That was really fun.
We used to play it a lot at my college. It was a twice a year activity, or maybe once a semester. I don't really remember. But effectively, people would get together and all pile into one room and play as much OpenTTD as possible over the course of a weekend.
Yeah.
And it was always interesting seeing what would happen with a bunch of maybe not drunk college students in one room for 48 hours straight. And some people were up for that like entire period to some degree, which was interesting.
Yeah, it was actually really, really cool. I'd reset the server like, I don't know, sometimes once a week, once every 2 weeks or something, because, you know, eventually the map would just get overfull. But yeah, it was always really, really fun.
Did anybody have any like interesting rivalries, or is it pretty polite?
Oh, it was generally polite. There were occasional, like, if sometimes people would drop down, like they'd buy the land, and it's like, oh, come on, you basically completely bought this city, damn it. Most people would have a city that they considered their home city, and sometimes one or two, like 2 or 3 people would consider the same city their home city, and so there'd be a kind of little friendly competition to see who could build the city out the best and have the best rating with the council and things like that. But it was generally very polite. You know, there weren't any obvious griefing things going on, like people laying train tracks over roads or anything like that.
We did that. So obviously because
there's lots of things you can do,
yeah. So because of the time limit, usually the last like 8 hours just turned into pure like briefing PvP fest instead of anybody actually, you know, playing seriously. So you know, everybody has billions of dollars or some ridiculous amount because everybody had like industry down to a science. And and so we had one city that was named after the college we were in, and that was by far like the biggest city, and so everybody was kind of competing to like one person had like a huge transport network in there, and so everybody was competing to crash her business the fastest by doing roadwork stuff or putting train tracks. And eventually one guy, I don't know how he had done it, but he timed it in such a way that every time one of her buses would cross any of his train tracks, because, you know, the road would cross the train tracks, he was able to smash into the buses. And so pretty much
there's certain things you can do sometimes where, like, if someone's got an end of track and then their train reverses, if you could place a depot at the end of the track and the train would just go straight into the depot.
I've never tried that one.
Yeah, what you could do is you could buy a really cheap little train and tell it to leave the depot and then tell it to brake, and it would just be peeking out of the depot enough that as the train approached the end of the line, it would crash into it. So you'd lose a tiny amount, but they'd lose all of the passengers on their massive passenger transport, and so their reputation would just go into the ground. But yeah, we didn't tend to see much of that happening on the Dappling server. You know, occasionally there'd be roadworks, but it was usually good-natured, you know, teasing rather than, you know, focused attempts to crash a company.
Yeah,
it was like, damn it, you got the airport that I wanted. Fine, roadworks in your city. You know.
The other one we had was where half the group organized covertly. I'm not even sure how they did it. This is like the first time I'd ever played. But effectively, everybody was working together to flood as much of the map as possible, and then the other half was trying as hard as possible to keep it from flooding, because that's where their industry was.
Oh, and right, so, yeah.
By the end of it, it was Waterworld with like 3 untouched cities, because people were just buying land left and right, and everybody else was trying to sink it as fast as possible.
That's fantastic.
It was beautiful. Let's see. So I have 3 alternative blueprints that we can get. Reinforced iron plates for 10 iron plates and 24 screws. I'm actually not sure what the regular blueprint for that is. Another one interesting one is you can make iron ingots with 1 iron and 1 copper. And then the last one is just screws for 2 iron ingots. I'm thinking screw just because the other ones seem kind of odd.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sounds good to me. Unfortunately, my sugar cube just ran off. Traitor. I do love the fact that you can see the space elevator from practically anywhere on the map. That feels so fitting. Oh, I like that the swimming animation does change depending on the way you're swimming. Direction.
Oh, really?
Like. Yeah.
Oh, if you're going like sideways, you actually do a side stroke? Nice. Mm-hmm.
For those asking, this is not a continuation of the stream game, but only because that save seems to become unstable due to it having moved from alpha into early access. But for all intents and purposes, this is a continuation from that tech level.
Yeah. We would have stuck it out. We stuck it out longer than we probably should have, considering how many times we were getting crashes. And it wasn't like the same thing over and over again. It was just like, you turned left, crash. What?
Yep. Bacon shroom.
Oh, hey. Let's see. I didn't realize it, but the just really basic research, the investigation ones from the MAM actually don't require you to launch the shuttle.
Oh, no.
That's a nice little time saver.
Oh, I found a
Crash ship?
crash ship, yeah.
If you walk up to there should be like a pod or something you can interact with. It might require some resources. It might require power. See what it needs, because if you can pop that open, they almost always have a hard drive in them.
It's an evil-looking plant up there. I don't trust it. Uh-oh, there is a boss. Fire
Also,
spitter.
when you have the time, you should come back and fix your sugar cubes.
Oh, they're dead.
I don't... What? What?
That reaction, though. That reaction.
How did this happen? So, I was staring at it, and it was just backing up into a conveyor belt line. I was really confused. And then I looked at it more. No, one of your sugar cubes has managed to it is mounting the copper line, and I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up with some mini sugar cube, some copper cubes by the end of this. I mean, it is going back and forth on that line. Like it's on a mission, which it probably is. It's trying to get off. But that's not the phrase I meant. But I guess it is.
Yeah, I was about to say, actually, I think it is the phrase you meant based on what you said.
It's,
Fairly certain that's exactly what you meant.
How did this happen? I can't even do this.
Love finds a way, Wanda.
Apparently so.
Hello,
I was just trying to do research stuff, and I just hear vroom, vroom, vroom. I'm like, what is going on out there? Like, I get that Aavak's pretty proud of his like sugar cube route, but like, it's kind of annoying to listen to compared to just the quiet, you know, just movement of a conveyor belt. And the answer is, wait, how did it get over here? What is it? What?
Love finds a way.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Just leave
Oh my
it.
god, Wonder, I've already begun. My chat is filling up with puns now about how the sugar cube is trying to get its rocks off and stuff. No! No, it's not trying to get the copper rocks off the line. Lies! It's not what it's doing. Really romantic.
I mean...
Wow, that sugar cube just got clipped on the way. This is the way. No, sugar cube, that's a cliff. No, don't. Okay. Sugar cube recovered. Well done, sugar cube.
I give it about 3 runs before it goes off that cliff, because I mean, if this managed to do what it's currently doing,
Yeah, honestly, I think this route could be happily run by 1 sugar cube. I drastically
currently it is. The
how
other one
much
is
it
happily running the copper line instead.
Oh no, there are 3 of them. There are 3.
Oh,
One of them is visiting both mines, and the other 2 are visiting 1 mine each.
Well, not one of them.
Oh no.
One of them has
apparently
plans.
it's polishing its undercarriage in air quotes. Like no, please no. What have you done, Wanda?
Polishing its drive shaft.
Ah, that's even worse. It's even worse. So bad. I have little doubt that the AI works much better with a road made of foundations, but if I had to run a foundation... Oh no!
Wait.
Ouch! I just got knocked off my sugar cube by another sugar cube that... Oh my lord. The 2 sugar cubes collided, okay? And the sugar cube that I was riding stuck firmly to the ground. The other sugar cube bounced off a nearby cliff, and then smacked me in the head and knocked me off my sugar cube.
How?
I don't know.
That sounds shockingly accurate. Are you sure they're not like rebelling at this point?
I mean, you know.
Okay, Did you find
Apparently-
the sugar cube in question, or did you free it
No,
already?
it freed itself.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Because it looked like
That's the one that bounced off the wall.
What? Wow.
Yep.
I guess you came at the right time. Or it did.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, really? Really, Wanda? Oh my god.
Alright, I'll stop.
You're as bad as my Snapchat right now.
Look, I don't get opportunities to make weird, bad, raunchy puns. So, sometimes I just gotta take what I can get.
Well, I mean, I suppose it's not so bad then.
Okay, so I should have enough to get the coal production up.
Oh, here come the clips. Well done, chat. Someone managed to catch me getting wasted by
Biffed in the head.
by a sugar cube rebounding off a cliff. That was pretty good.
I was wondering, I saw like something in the sky moving really quickly, and I was like, that looks weird. And then yeah, you almost immediately start complaining about getting bonked in the head, and I'm like, oh, wow, yeah, I really did see it.
Oh no. No, really now I'm getting included in this. Aavak had a 3-way apparently. No! I refuse! There will not be copper Aavak cubes anyway. My lord. Control yourselves. But yeah, okay, so coal is now properly set up. How and what are we working on right now?
I'm working on steel. You want to take a look at... Jeez.
Yep, I'm slowly riding the elevator. Well, the escalator.
So the answer is we're kind of free to do whatever we want for a little while. The less fun thing is we're going to have to chuck stuff into that space elevator if we actually want to make progress.
Okay.
Which is...
And what's currently set to go into the space elevator?
Nothing, but we're going to need 100... Is it 100? I think it's 150 motors. And 500 of those structural cube things. Which... We're technically making the cubes. But that's going to take a while. Yeah.
You want splitters, don't you? I'm saying we should bring this coal line back a bit. So that they don't... Because one is going to have to go over the other.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so what I'm doing is I'm going to need a splitter for both iron and coal.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm trying to line it up.
The problem is you're going to need to stagger them back a bit. Otherwise they'll collide because they're going to have to climb up over each other effectively.
Sort of. You can actually have the belts intersect.
Oh, can you?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, you can have the belts. The belts can collide, no problem. Okay, that should be good.
I'll watch as you set this up.
Experimenting a little bit. The problem is getting it lined up with the ports, because the... Is that right? I think it is. Oh, can't afford. Okay. Well, either way, that's what it's kind of supposed to look like. Oh, you know what you could do, though? It'd actually be kind of fun. You want to set up a good spot for a bounce pad?
Like a jump pad, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, pick a good spot so we can get up and down safely. Fortunately, I think I'm going to break my ankles every time I go down. Yeah,
okay,
so we might need a jelly thing as well.
I'll go and start looking into the research for it.
Let's see. Oh, do we not have it unlocked?
Nope. No.
Well, I doubt that's going to take very long.
I'm honestly so pleased with the belt spaghetti at the bottom of this ramp. So pleased. I think we've done good work with the belt spaghetti down here. Up top, it's looking a little bit too efficient, but
I look. The moment you put either of us on a grid is the moment everything gets organized.
I know, right? So like, no, resist. Deliverable unlocked is 5 and 6. Okay, so that's 150 motors. That is not happening anytime soon. We've already got the 150 cube things.
No, 500 cube things.
Yeah, we've got 500 of 500.
Wait, really?
Mm-hmm. Jump pads. Here we go. Okay, so donk. I've got to go and get the steel rods. Yeah, we got all 500 of them.
I am shocked. They usually take forever to make. Like yesterday, I straight up put it on times 10 speed, went out, made dinner, and then came back, and then it was done. All right. I guess I stand corrected.
Have we got motors being made?
No, we do not.
Okay. Then that's going to take a while. That's 150 of whatever is involved in making those.
Motors are just rotors and copper wire, actually.
Can I let you see that?
Oh yeah, it would be late for you
Okay,
guys.
well, that's not too bad then. Let's go and have a look. Right, I need rods first to make the jump pads. Where are they being stored? Here we are. Drink. Make a sugar cube, always drive up and down the... No! Do you know how many times it would kill us or itself going down this ramp?
Just at a rolling boulder trap equivalent.
Yeah, pretty much. It would be a bit awful.
It'd be
By
bad.
a bit, I mean a lot. There you go. Jump pads are unlocked.
Let's see. How fast are you building? Maybe
So what's involved? Okay, the tilted jump pad doesn't seem to be a bad one. I should be able to make.
Oh, can you see if you can set up a tilted jump pad that gets you from the bottom to the top fast?
Yeah, sure.
Because that sounds amazing. We seriously have 400 of those or 500 of those cubes already.
Put that down there.
Aavak, hate to break it to you, we got 24 of those cubes.
Really? I was looking in the space elevator.
I've
I'll
never
check.
put any in. I guess it could be one of those where it broke with the cheats. It's the only thing I can think of.
It's possible one of us just loaded them in there on autopilot when we were breaking down space elevators and stuff, but... yeah, well, there's 500 in here at the moment.
Well... Alright. I guess that's convenient. They shouldn't be there.
Well, we can always... well, actually, can we take them out? I mean, I'd prefer to if they were not meant to be there.
If you delete the space elevator...
Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good point, because it would give them back, wouldn't it? And then we could just dump them. Right. Where am I gonna put this? Oh, we can put them down here. Okay. I'm gonna experiment with this first.
Sure.
Placing this jump pad down. I want to see how it throws us before I do anything silly,
Yeah.
which may result in my immediate death. It's a general rule, not too fond on dying. Okay. Probably gonna die. Up. Ah. Okay, that is super tame. That's me about a third of the way up. Super tame, boink.
If you
Yeah,
can get
that
a
is
couple more
not
of
very
those
good.
in sequence, you could just get us
Okay.
up to the top. That'd be nice. Because you're running up the top is kind of pleasant, but long. Oh, that's gonna bother me.
I'll not place this down there. There you go. Do you mind if I pull down one of the? Add a little bit more to the back here, just in case.
What are you pulling down?
Let's have a quick look. I was just expanding out some foundations a little bit to see about this jump pad. It's either 4 or 5 jumps. One. Okay, that's all right. I can place that down here, and as long as I can clear this biomass generator, I should be able to get up there. Shall see.
Oh yeah, speaking of the biomass generators, we can probably get rid of them. I don't think they even have fuel in them anymore.
Oh, in that case, that's definitely going to be...
Yeah, they were just there as a
Easy to do that.
stopgap
What?
while I waited to get my coal production up.